Hi guys, I am going over some of the practice STAAR test for STAAR crunch time. I just wanted to show this to parents and students so y'all can practice a few questions from now until April 23rd. We're about a month out. So this is the opportune time to practice. I'm going to go through the questions and not necessarily provide the answers. The end of the test will provide the answers, and it'll tell you which ones you got wrong as long as you're numbering them and you're checking them accordingly. That's a means of checking your work and getting a real valid score if you're understanding how to perform the steps properly. If you want to have the answers worked out for you and you do know or you want a different explanation, there's also a guy on YouTube called Aaron Daffern, who does 5-minute math, and he provides a ton of math resources. You can go through STAAR quizzes. Now, the only reason why I'm not going through this website is because it breaks questions up by their topic, which is called their TEKS, their Texas Essential Knowledge Standard. And that's not necessarily what I want to simulate right now. I want to simulate the real test because this is essentially what we're doing for the interim. So in order to practice the real test at home, you will go to texasassessment.gov and you can Google search it. You will go to students and families and then scroll down to do the practice test login. Once you get there, you'll click continue as guest, a guest session. You don't have a session ID right now. And then you will come here to 9th grade, or you can click EOC, and we'll do STAAR released test because we want to see what they have given us to go over, and they only have the 2025 version. Okay, well, I was hoping to do that. Oh, here it is, the 2024 version. I'm going to go back a couple years because we might be using the 2025 version on future tests, so I don't want it to be a dead giveaway for some things. Then you'll click OK. If you are one who needs it read to you, you can turn on your text-to-speech. I think that's as needed when we start the test. Let me check and see. Click Begin Test Now. Okay, no, this one does not read it for us, but that's okay. Some of us have software at home where it will read to us. So this is just how I want to demonstrate what we've done in class and how it's supposed to look when you're showing your work on the interim and on the STAAR test in April. So question number 1 says, which expression is equivalent to 7 times the square root of 45? So before I even open up my calculator, I'm going to write down answers A, B, C, and D. So it's 12 times the square root of 3, 35 times the square root of 3, 10 times the square root of 5, and 21 times the square root of 5. Then I'm going to open up Desmos and calculate all 5 of these. If you can see what I'm working on over there on the side on my paper. Boom, right there. So then you click on the calculator here, Desmos, and then let's type them in. So we'll have 7 times the square root 45. And if you don't know how to do that, you can click on this bad boy here. Move this down. Okay, 12 square root 3, 35 square root 3, 10 square root 5, and 21 square root 5. So I need to find one that's equal to 46 in about 96 hundredths. That's not 46, that's not 46, that's not 46 what this one is, so this would be my answer. And then to prove my point even further, I could say 46.96, 22.36, 60.62, what was this one? 20.78, and this one was 46.96. So then that goes to show that I chose this answer here. because they match. All right, and then when I'm done, put a little box around it and go to number 2. Choose my answer. Oh, I guess I am giving the answers. Huh. Okay, and then the graph of the quadratic function h is shown on the grid. So I'm going to look here and I'm going to notice that my zeros are -5, -3. So x equals -5, -3. My vertex is -4, 1. It opens down.
It is now 3:05 p.m.
My axis of symmetry is x equals -4. My range, based off of my vertex here, because my axis of symmetry and my range are related to my vertex. My range would be y is less than or equal to 1 because it opens down. So let's see what it asks. Oh, it wants to know which function is it. So because it opens down, I know that it should be f of x equals -x something. So it's got to be opening downward. So I can get rid of these 2 answers. I do want to see y'all scratch out the wrong answers. Okay, those 2 are wrong because those don't have the -x squared there. So then if I just want to match this to see what my zeros are, then I'm going to go to Desmos. Oh, I should have written them down, like I said earlier. Close. It's either going to be -x squared minus 8x minus 15, or -x squared plus 8x minus 15. A or B. -x squared minus 8x minus 15, -5 and 0, or -x squared plus 8x minus 15, and this is 5 and +3. So I need the -5 and -3 for my zeros, so it's going to be the red one. Delete that, and this is going to be my winner. So that's -x squared minus 8x minus 15. This one, and then I can also scratch out this answer because he's wrong as well. Oh. Boom. Okay, it says the value of y varies directly with x. That's proportional, or a proportion. Immediately when I see varies directly, that means y over x equals y over x equals y over x. Whatever the y's are and whatever the x's are, because they're variables and they change. So, let's partition off number 2. Number 3, y over x. I need to make a proportion. Oh, can't see it. When the value of x is 4, the value of y is -12. So y goes on top, x is at the bottom. When the value of x is 4, y is -12. And then what is the constant of variation when y is a function of x, and what is the value of y when x equals -6? So I want my x to be -6. I've got to find out what this is, and then I need to find out the rate. That's my constant of variation of how do I get from -12 to 4 or vice versa. Because typically this is an equation, y equals kx or y equals mx, and they don't have the b because b is just 0. So how am I getting from y to x, or x to y? So it's 4, -12, -6, and we don't know. So I like to multiply and divide. -6 times -12, all divided by 4. This is a skill that we should have learned in, I believe, 6th grade. So let's calculate. -6 times -12, all divided by 4. 18 is going to be my missing value. So y is 18. And then how do I get from 4, -12, and -6 to 18? I can put this in Desmos, x, y, and figure out what my equation will be. So I need to take these as 2 points now. Make a table. 4, -12, -6, 18. Then I hit the regression button. It's linear. Does it show me that it's linear? Oh, direct variation is linear. And then this is my equation, y equals
Students,
-3x.
At this time, please ensure that your vehicle is not parked in the banned parking lot, or you risk your vehicle being towed at your expense. If you are parked there, please move your vehicle immediately.
So my two answers are y equals -3x and 18. So let's go type them in. Constant of variation is -3. And when x equals -6, y equals +18, because -6 times -3 is +18. All right, let's go to the next one. Which graph best represents a quadratic function that has no real zeros? Okay, so no real zeros. We got to remember what a zero is. This is a vocabulary question. So number 4, no zeros means no x-intercepts, no solutions, and no x-intercept, solution, root. So now I've got to go to my graph and visualize, well, which one does not cross the x-axis? Because ultimately the x-intercept is the most important part. No x-intercept. Highlight my answers down here and over here. This one does not have any x-intercepts. This one has 1. This one has 1 too. This one has 1 as well. This one has 2, not 1 as well, but 2 answers, 2 zeros here. So my answer would best be letter A. Letter A, number 5. Let's keep it going. An investor deposited money into an investment account that earns interest compounded annually. The function shown models the amount of money in the account in dollars after t years. So t is time, and that's my variable. So I'm going to say y equals, because it's written in function notation, but I can still say y equals because y is a function. Y equals 1550 times 1.02 to the t power. So I've got to break this down a little bit here. I've got to explain or remember what this means in the context of an exponential function. So in y equals a times b to the x form, a is my initial value. This is what I start with. B is a rate, and it's divided by 100. And t is a time that I multiply, or that I raise it to a power of. So if this were divided by 100, this would be 102%. This is growth. And it's growth because it's beyond 100%. I got 2% more than a perfect score. So growth by 2%, and I start at 1550. So I need to go and ask myself which part of this question or equation is it asking about specifically. It says the initial deposit was 1581. That is incorrect. It says the amount increases, or the investment account increases 102% each year. The initial deposit was 1550, and the amount of the investment decreases by 2%. No, decrease is not it. It's an increase because it's past 100. Okay, it does not increase by 102. It only increases by 2%. So this answer is wrong, and this one would be correct. Go to the next question.